if you get vaccinated, you can still pass the virus and you can still get it, even though it reduces both, according to YouTube. He's saying that the way you're supposed to handle that is exactly what the Barrington Declaration seemed to be saying, which was you target the most vulnerable and you make sure that they're vaccinated and taken care of. And otherwise, you could cause what the virus escape, right? When it starts to. So I don't want to get too into the weeds on that, but so this was critical of the current policy, the policy that the government under Fauci was rolling out of universal lockdowns and universal vaccinations. They had a different idea. Put it that way. These are three scientists had different ideas, and they put it in the Barrington Declaration. And so that should have been made public, and everybody should have had a debate about it. Like, how do we best handle this? There should have been a robust debate. Well, that's not what happened. What did happen? Okay. So on October 4th, 2020, three top scientists launched a declaration called the Great Barrington Declaration, urging the medical community to initiate a plan of action that included focused protection. The group explained how herd immunity should be the goal and could be accomplished in a relatively short amount of time, where even the elderly and sick would eventually be safe to come out of a lockdown. The focused protection plan went against Dr. Fauci's diabolical plan for the world. And so Dr. Fauci and Dr. Collins decided, so Dr. Collins is the head of the NIH. So Fauci, who's the head of the NIAID, and Dr. Collins, who's the head of the NIH, they decided to initiate a propaganda attack against the hundreds of international doctors who signed on to that declaration. So how do we know this happened? Well, there's a new email dump. So it's a Freedom of Information request. New email dump showing Anthony Fauci and Francis Collins, the head of the NIH, coordinating a propaganda campaign to attack the Great Barrington Declaration last October. So here's what they said. Here's their email. So the head of the NIH, Collins, sends an email to Dr. Fauci. And he says this proposal, and he's linking to the Great Barrington Declaration, this proposal from these fringe epidemiologists who met with the secretary seems to be getting a lot of attention, and even a co-signature from Nobel Prize winner Mike Levitt at Stanford. So that's a problem for them, that scientists are signing on to this. That's a problem for Dr. Fauci and Dr. Collins at the NIH. There needs to be a quick and devastating published takedown of its premises. I don't see anything like that online yet. Is it underway? So, no, that's actually, yes, that's from Francis Collins. So here's the three. I just want to show you you already mentioned them. But the three fringe epidemiologists that they refer to are these three guys. You want to know who they are? I'll read it to you. The first one is Dr. Martin Kulldorff. He's a professor of medicine at Harvard University, a biostatistician, an epidemiologist with expertise in detecting and monitoring infectious disease outbreaks and vaccine safety evaluations. That's one of the guys that are fringe, according to Fauci and the NIH director. Another guy is Dr. Sinetra. Another one?
She.
Yes. Francis Collins. Yes. She, I'm sorry.
Sinetra Gupta.
The next one. Dr. Sinetra Gupta, professor at Oxford University and epidemiologist with expertise in immunology, vaccine development, and mathematical modeling of infectious diseases. That's another doctor that is also epidemiologist, also fringe. Here's the third one, Dr. Jay Bhattacharya. He's a professor at Stanford University Medical School, a physician, an epidemiologist, a health economist, and public health policy expert focusing on infectious diseases and vulnerable populations. At the time of the writing of the declaration, it has more than 890,000 signatories, of which approximately 60,500 are medical practitioners and public health scientists from across the world. So that